Previously on James and Sunda.
Sunda fuels my neurosis.
You convinced him he had pancreatic cancer and that the hernia operation would diagnose that.
Now that's what I'm going for here, right?
Pathologist, as the expert, hernia operations do not usually diagnose pancreatic cancer.
She thought I had pancreatic cancer.
I thought he had pancreatic cancer.
You don't know that Jimmy Carter is bought and paid for by the Saudi Arabian government? The same people who financed Barack Obama's Harvard education financed Jimmy Carter.
Now go under here and you tell me.
I'm not going in there. This is not
You look now.
Okay, I'm
You
looking.
tell me.
Okay.
Is it time?
No.
How do you know?
Because
you
nothing-
missed the romance classes. You don't know.
I don't know.
So tell me, you see the head?
I don't see the head. There's no head. There's no head. This is... Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the James and Sunda Show.
That's right. Welcome. We made it. We made it.
We made it.
It was an interesting morning, but we made it.
Last season, when we first came back on the air, Sunda had been arrested. Do you remember that?
I remember that.
You remember that? We're now back again. Sunda
Is not arrested.
Is not arrested, but she's not well.
But she needs assistance.
She needs help. She may not be able to stand for the entire opening here. She may collapse at any moment. We have a team of doctors, nurses, and paramedics and EMTs standing by.
Right, called producer and director.
Producer and director, yeah. They know CPR.
I know CPR
I hope, because
too.
I don't.
Well, I know CPR.
I don't do the Heimlich or CPR. You should know that.
You should learn though, James, because you're always willing to help people. And it's true. You're always willing to help people and take them to the hospital and take them to the doctor.
I love taking people to the hospital.
Right, and giving them medication. You give me my medication.
I'm like a frustrated pharmacist. I love to give people medication.
You love to give people medication, but you
them
don't
heal.
like what he doesn't like is for you to touch his hand. He wants to put it in your hand.
Yeah, I don't want you to take the pill out of my hand. I want to drop it in your hand. I don't want any contact. I don't want to get a massage. I don't want any of that. But we want to talk about your health for a minute. That's what we want to talk about. You have been fatigue. She's had fatigue, confusion, memory loss.
I'm a mother.
Bone pain.
Oh, that hurts.
Bone pain, right? Heart palpitations, racing heart, abdominal pain.
To any of the mothers watching, it's no need for you not to have that play date.
Right. Don't panic.
Don't
panic. She's got about, out of 100 possible symptoms, she's got about 90 of them.
No, we don't know what I've got.
We don't know what she's got.
But we know I have a very high calcium level, and I'm not a cow.
And so she's going to see an endocrinologist.
And you're going to follow us when we find out which thyroid gland is acting up.
Parathyroid. We think it's a parathyroid issue because there's too much calcium. And every year, someone just gets sicker and sicker on the show.
Right, and we're going to have to go
You look
quicker
like
and
you're
quicker.
going to fall. Are you okay?
You know what it is?
I'll keep you up.
It's the antibiotic that's doing it. But
What are you on?
This,
What antibiotic?
I'm not allowed to talk about it.
Oh, you can't talk about it?
Cipro?
You're not allowed to say Cipro? What is it, trademark?
I have no idea. All I know is that why would you let me go like that? Suppose I'd fallen.
We don't want her to fall
Right,
in the
we
air.
don't want us to fall in the air, right.
We don't mind being
you know
sick
why?
on the air.
Because
but
if
we
I
don't-
fell on the air, he couldn't pick me up because he's hernia prone.
couldn't
That's
pick her
why.
up. Yeah,
That's
she'd
why.
be on her
He would
own.
leave. He would like kick me along like this. That's how he would do it. He would kick
her
me
ass.
along.
I
It's
would.
just terrible.
It's terrible.
It's terrible. It was a really rough morning. And of course, my husband insists. Okay, my husband. There's some people who are maximizers, minimizers. My doctors think I'm a minimizer, but my husband thinks it's non-existent. It's unbelievable.
Right, and he's in complete denial of all this. Some people minimize, some people maximize. He denies.
He denies.
And what you're going to see, this could be very exciting for you guys watching at home because we don't know what's going to happen. Sunda could collapse at any moment. She could faint. Anything could happen. So we have also our cameraman, John, also a writer. He's very ill. So we'll see if he makes it through the season.
But if I fall out, I'm going to fall out in Sean's arms.
Well, we should all hope to fall out in Sean's arms.
We would like to
look
fall
at
in
him.
Sean's.
My
Look at
God,
him, but
look
they
at
can't
those
see him, so
tremendous
don't
arms.
show him.
Okay, so then we won't show him, right? We wouldn't want you.
Can't he walk over here for a minute?
Sean, can you show us your arms? You're not watching the show?
You're not watching the show?
He's not paying attention?
Can you come over?
What are
and
you
say hello?
doing if you're not hearing what we're saying?
Give it up for Sean, ladies and gentlemen.
Sean, ladies and gentlemen. Here, can you just let Sunda collapse in your arms? Yeah, look at this.
Take me in
My
your
God.
arms. Rock me, baby.
Oh, you have to turn around.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, there you go. That was for the
Sean is
camera.
a
Did you
big,
get that shot? Did you get
strong
that shot? Did you get
Okay.
that shot? Oh, Sean.
Oh God, I'm not
Wow. Wow. You see what's
All right,
happened from
there you
this?
go.
Give it up for Sean. This is a true story. I have got to tell you this. This
How'd
is
that
so
feel?
true. You have to be aware of your health. That's all I want to say is that if I send one message in comedy, take control of your health. Me and James, they make fun of us. My husband always saying that we're hypochondriacs. Let me
Yeah,
tell you something.
and don't Google your symptoms. This is the worst thing
you'll
you
be
can
dead.
do. Because
Dead.
Google
You're
will
dead.
tell you a million ways that you're going to die in 0.3 seconds.
And I thought I had a prostate problem. That's from Googling. I don't do it.
Prostate problem? Sunda?
Yeah, well, I
Yeah,
was
from
going
Googling?
in and I was like, oh, I have that too. I have that symptom. It's
The
just
crazy thing is we get very worried. So the second there's any pain or something wrong
Don't
with
say
us.
the word.
Don't say the word?
No.
Okay, I won't say
Don't
the
say
word.
it. Don't go there.
We jump to the worst possible conclusions you can
Pregnancy.
imagine. Yes.
pregnancy.
I thought I was pregnant. She thought she was pregnant.
Everybody was
We're
pregnant.
both fine. My
It was
pregnancy test
terrible.
was negative. Hers was negative. We're
was
fine.
happy. My
Although we
husband's
are
negative.
both ovulating.
We're
at the moment.
ovulating, right? You have cramps?
I have cramps.
I know, he has cramps. Oh, stop it.
Oh,
I
my
can't
God.
say
Oh,
that.
your hands are filthy.
We can't use that.
I'm using that.
Oh. You know, it's a clean show and we want people to know that.
Where was that not clean?
James, all I'm saying is that I'm just happy to have my teeth, okay?
That's all we're saying. That was the message. Sunda's just happy to have her
I'm
teeth.
just happy to have my teeth.
Although
They're fresh.
we have a lot of, you had a tooth, the whole thing
Oh
came
my
out.
God, yeah,
at the,
cracked in
when was that?
Disneyland.
On what? It cracked on
Shut
a
up.
piece
on
of...
a piece of Roquefort cheese. That's what it cracked on, a piece of Roquefort cheese. And I just have these issues that are going out my teeth all the time, and I can't wait to have. Oh, I can't wait to have him on the show. This is going to
Who,
be
your
interesting.
teeth?
My teeth. No, my teeth are definitely in the show.
Who's on the show?
I think we should
Oh,
have
your
our-
dentist. So she
my
can't
dentist.
remember things. Remember, this
I
is
do-
all part of the symptoms. Her dentist, Dr. Denitsa.
Right.
Avigdor.
Avigdor. Yeah.
Yes.
This is having an Israeli dentist. You know what this means? It means I want you to open your mouth. Open it. Open your mouth.
That's how he talks.
That's how we talk.
To you while you're in
This
the
is
chair.
what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my hand in your mouth, and I'm just like, okay. Like I'm.
And then you're like, doctor, that's not my mouth.
Yeah. Hello there.
Hello there.
He took my line. He's
Well,
always
really,
stealing my
I
jokes.
took your line. That's not her
Right,
line.
it's
Oh my
unbelievable.
God.
He's
We're
always
going to
stealing
take
my
a break.
jokes.
Why don't we take a break
Why
and
don't
come
we?
back and we'll see if you're awake and see what's going on.
Yeah, let's give you a little blue pill, and you guys come back.
Hello there. We'll be back. Straight ahead, you've seen him on Desperate Housewives. Actor Paul Ryan helps other actors find their funny.
That tells me you're thinking about having a little elective surgery.
And later, some recently found archival footage of James and Sunda from our early episodes back in the 50s. Nixon is like one of the most honest guys here. We should get him on the show.
He's
because
tremendous.
Be sure to like us on Facebook at The James and Sunda Show.
Welcome back to the show. Now, we had some audio issues during the break, so Sunda and I are sharing a mic. I'm going to be leaning in. There you go. How you doing?
But he's not nursing
I'm not her nursing, although if I do get hungry, I've got options.
because he wants to eat for free.
She's not wrong. All right. Also, during the opening, I was talking about Sunda's business a great deal.
A great deal of my
Great
business.
deal. And it wasn't just to be funny. It's also because we have a new sponsor this season from the makers of Out Sick.
Yes.
We've got everybody's business.
That's right.
The only game that allows you to tell everybody's business. There's no business like somebody else's business.
Like nobody else's business I know.
So if you want to tell us somebody else's business, find
Please
us
do.
at the Facebook, the Twitter, or you can leave a voicemail message if you want to give them your phone number.
Yeah. Just kidding. Hello there. Listen, we've got some people here.
Joining us on the program, we have a gentleman who was nominated for an Emmy for Desperate Housewife. He's also a TV host and an acting coach, Paul Ryan.
Please, let's hear it for Paul Ryan. Come on, no.
As well as actress Taylor Paige Silverman, right over there.
Yeah.
Taylor Paige Silverman. Welcome to the James and Sunda Show. It's
It
good
is
to see you
so
both.
great to see you. First, I want to talk about your role as Bruce. Can you tell us the most interesting part of that?
It was such an amazing experience because I've always loved the part of Lynette, Felicity Huffman. You know who she is? You know how
I
I'm
know who
talking
she is.
about?
Sure.
I know you're looking at me, but I want to make sure you understand the English language. You understand the English language?
Yes, I do.
Felicity
Very well.
Huffman. You know who she is. Oh, you don't.
Are you
Hello.
concerned that none of us understand English?
I do. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
But anyway, it was a part of Bruce, I think it was named after Bruce Jenner, who's had a lot of work done. Yes? So this was a character because Felicity Huffman's, Lynette's husband wanted to have a facelift. And she did not want him to have a facelift because she would look older. So she doesn't know what to do to dissuade him. So she asked somebody in the office, what should I do? They said, go talk to Bruce in payroll, and I've had too much work done. So they had all these clamps in my face to pull me back. In fact, a friend of mine, her sister lives in Seattle, loves Desperate Housewives, and said, "Oh, your friend Paul Ryan was good. Is he Japanese?" That's how pulled back that I was.
Wait a minute, you're not Japanese?
I'm not.
You're not Japanese. You know what's so interesting is that I've never had the opportunity to watch Desperate Housewives, and Mark Cherry gave me my first development deal.
Wow.
Guess who else was one of your
Who?
students? I was. Give me back my money. Let me tell you something. You were trying to teach me something back in New York City, and then you asked me what a Dominican was.
Wow.
And I couldn't wait to have you on the show to tell you how much I learned.
I love your personality, by the way.
Thank
Who's
you.
a Dominican?
I was doing a Dominican accent, and he said, "What's a Dominican?" And I was like, "Where do you live?"
Yeah.
Because we were in New York. And
Well, in LA, we don't know.
I know that, but now you know.
Now
you
we know.
Let's talk about you. So how did you two meet? Were you a student also?
Yes, I'm one of Paul's students.
Wow, you're going to be a star.
That's very nice. She's very talented. And
What do you do?
And she sings like you won't believe.
I don't believe it.
Yeah.
Give us a sample.
Whenever I see someone as fortunate as I, and I bet you know that I forgot the words, but here I am singing this song still.
I love it. Give it up.
That was tremendous.
She's got a little Streisand going on. I just saw Barbara Streisand.
Don't worry, we'll fix her nose.
Thank you.
Listen,
Okay.
here's what
Barbara,
Barbara,
Barbara never fixed her nose. She never did. I just saw The Guilt Trip, starring Barbara and Seth Rogen. Funny, cute movie.
Really?
Worth seeing, folks. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see Mama. But you know something? That's because I love horror films. That's why I just love horror.
Oh, Jessica Chastain.
You know what? You could throw names in from today or tomorrow. I just like horror.
Okay.
I'm not good at that, and I should be.
She just likes to see people getting slashed.
Yeah, I'm a big
Wow.
slasher.
Very
And so, where are you from originally, honey?
I'm from Ojai. Do you know where that is?
I do know where that is.
Okay.
Far away from here.
Hippies, an hour away north.
How many Jewish people in Ojai?
One, me.
One, that's her. She's the one. You're the only one.
Actually, the yeshiva my kid goes to makes these trips to Ojai. So
I
that's
did
how.
a gig.
Okay.
Yeah. Did
Wow.
I did.
What? Where?
Tommy Savage.
you? Oh my God.
Yes.
Is it that one?
The former Tommy Savage, not
No,
the new
I
Tommy
mean that
Savage.
act where that happened. Well, you should see James's routine. Actually, he's
Yes.
fantastic. Yes, he is fantastic. So, tell us a few jokes. Now that you've stopped doing stand-up,
Well-
do you ever do any more? Do you ever have a feeling of going back on that stage, Paul, and like doing it like you teach your students?
I want to do my Hanukkah rap, my Hanukkah poem, because Hanukkah is universal. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to give you just a little taste. 'Twas the night before Hanukkah, boy chicks and maidles. Not a sound could be heard, not even the dreidels. The menorah was set by the chimney light in the kitchen. The booby was chopping a bite. Salami, pastrami, a glaze latte with Zariah, pickles and bagels, oive, gesund and geschmack, the kinderlich felt, dreaming of their Takelock and Hanukkah gelt. The alarm clock was sitting, a clapping and ticking, his booby was carving a shtickle of chicken, a tumult arose like 1,000 baruchas. Santa had fallen and broken his tuchus.
Oh.
It goes on and on.
Oh my God!
That's a taste.
Qué chévere,
That's
man.
a taste.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. So, what do you see in the future now for sitcoms versus reality shows? Now that we're talking, you were lucky and really
Yes.
fortunate enough to get a gig on a show.
Yes.
And there's nothing out there now but these reality shows, and so it's
Horrible!
that's how you
They're
feel.
horrible.
Right, now let's talk about
You know what I
that,
mean?
right.
I mean, it's like,
But suppose
how low
someone
can we
said to
go?
you, someone says to you, listen, Paul,
Yeah.
you're the guy.
Yeah.
You're from Desperate Housewives.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, I had to look up your clip.
Okay.
And so, they're going to say, we want you to do something on men who have had plastic surgery,
Yes.
and they're going to give you a big paycheck.
Beautiful. I'm there. What time Monday?
There you go. See that?
You
This
know,
is
I'm-
how the game changes.
I'm not fickle. I'm not fickle. I go where the gig is. Yeah.
Right, so as much as we don't like them because it affects us as union members and as, as actors and
Yeah.
actresses, we will do them. Isn't
Well,
that something?
here's the truth. The truth is reality shows are cheaper for producers to do. So they're going to bring the price down. And what's happened in America, unfortunately, is the bar has been dropped. You know, the mentality. And so that's the world we live in. We have a guy that's a football player who has an imaginary girlfriend. We have...
Doesn't everyone?
Well, I don't want to mention names. No, I said before the show, you said you dropped the F-bomb word. It didn't fit you. It didn't fit you.
Didn't fit you.
She's conservative.
Not that way.
What's that?
Yeah, that's right, right.
She is working
Can
it.
she say one thing?
She could.
She's learning.
She could, but I want to give her a preface that she's.
No, I don't give her a preface. She doesn't need a preface. She's
Go ahead.
beautiful. She's
Give her an epilogue. Give her an
Go for it.
epilogue.
Everyone's just talking so much. I'm just listening. I'm watching the show pretty much.
What have you learned in your 7 minutes out here?
What have I learned?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've learned to always be on your feet because everybody. Well, yeah. Just, you know, that's figure of speech.
Oh, see, you silly thing. You're going to be a doctor.
Never took a lesson.
Never took a lesson. It's never too late.
Never too late.
But what I wanted to say real quickly is that she has talent and she's working it and doing all the right things.
We could tell.
I want her to say that.
Now you say
I'm
it.
so modest. I just bring Paul so he can just talk me up a little
Do you
bit.
drive Paul around?
Yeah.
Really?
And I bring him out and I
Can I
say,
have your
Paul,
card?
tell them about me.
Yes, she does. She brings food.
Really? I'm
Yeah.
going to need to be driven around
What do you
because
got?
I'm
What do
out
you got to
thinking.
eat?
Bagels, string cheese, pretzels, everything.
That's
Great.
your diet?
All the
Bagels,
major
string
food
cheese,
groups.
and pretzels?
No, she's vegan.
Oh, are you?
Oh,
vegan.
yes, I am. I am.
Is it vegan or vegan?
I have
Both.
no
Doesn't
idea.
matter. Depends
No.
where you're from.
I'm ready
It's
to eat
regional.
a cow.
Yeah. No, eating is really important to everybody's life.
Have you tried it?
Yes,
Yeah, you know-
but I mean,
You know, you're not the first person I've heard say that.
yes, you got to have 3 meals a day.
That's
At
right.
least.
But
Diamonds, rubies, and emeralds.
Wait, it's
Yes.
not a week, it's a day?
Stop it.
Yeah.
Listen, you're going to come back and see us again.
I'm not leaving.
Well,
Why
I,
would
I,
I
have
leave?
a, I have a I have a director over there.
Yeah.
Whose name is Ray Bruni. That he's
Yes.
going to fire me if I don't wrap it up. So
Wow.
that's what he does.
So
We
the
have
program
to
is
go.
The Art of Comedy.
That's right.
Paul Ryan.
Paul
Yes.
Ryan and
Taylor Page Silverman.
there
Yes.
you go.
Well, how about Paul
Taylor?
Bernie Feldman?
Bernie
Ryan.
Feldman, Ryan.
Thank you.
And Taylor, what was
And-
your name before Taylor?
It was always Taylor, my birth name.
Oh, that's a nice name too.
Birth name
Good
Silverman.
luck to you. Good luck
My
to
birth
you.
name Silverman and Paul Ryan. We got to take a break.
That's
we'll be right
right.
back. Straight ahead, the dead to me body count rises as viewers weigh in with their death wishes. All right, joining us now on the program, we have our New York bureau chief, the Chris Edling, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Edling.
Chris, good to see you.
How's New York, Chris? You sick?
I'm not sick. How are y'all doing?
We're sick. We're always sick.
Sick.
We're always sick. Who would we be without being sick? And that's why we love to hear what's going on. Whatever you have to say, we always want to hear because it takes our minds off of us.
Well, we know there's an epidemic in New York, a flu epidemic. You don't have it.
I don't have it. I do know it's going around. I'm much more concerned about the rat epidemic right now.
We know about the rats.
They're
Okay.
never going to leave.
Tell us about the breaking news, Chris, that the world's not paying attention to.
All right. Well, our first story this week is coming out of Washington, D.C. The American Humanist Association is distributing copies of the Jefferson Bible to politicians on Capitol Hill, including President Barack Obama. Now, as I'm sure you know, the Jefferson Bible is a version of the Bible that Thomas Jefferson created for himself, for self-study, by basically taking a razor blade and, cutting out the portions of the Bible that he felt were superfluous or artificial. So this had to do with the healings, the miracles, the virgin birth. He cut all of that out, and what was left is what he used for his own personal study of the Bible. Now, the version that the American Humanist Association is passing out has that, as well as lists of scriptures that they have identified as the best and the worst scriptures from Christianity, Judaism, Hinduism, Buddhism, Islam.
They keep the worst, though? They're keeping the worst stuff, too?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have both. So, for example, in the Quran, where it says that the hands of thieves should be chopped off, they listed that as among the worst scriptures.
Wow, but it works. They don't use their hands again to take anything, so that's what I like.
That's true.
That's true. That works. They don't have any of these shoplifting problems in the store, so.
We also, for example, from Hinduism, there is the verse where it talks about the caste system, the creation of the caste system, and that was listed among the worst as well.
They do have a caste system.
Out of Germany this week, the website for Playboy magazine had a poll for who is the sexiest politician in Germany. And in fact, it was won by a Jewish politician, 25 years old. Her name is Marina Weisband. She is a campaigner for against anti-Semites within her party, which is the Pirate Party. So she was the winner with the margin. Well, she got 29% of the vote.
That's a lot of the vote. What do the anti-Semites and the racists think about this? They can't be too happy with a Jew getting this.
They're probably not, but I think they were already not very happy with her. She's been trying to root out the racists and the radical extremists within her own party and otherwise, the cross that she's taken up.
Yes, but it's good to know that we have a beautiful Jew in Germany, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
a beautiful
right.
Jew in
I'm sure
Germany.
She's lying about her age.
Of
But anyway,
course.
Chris, will you come back and see us again?
I would love to come back and see you again if you'll have me.
We would love
Always,
to have you.
would love to.
Keep up the tremendous reporting. Chris Edling, New York City Bureau Chief. We will see you soon, Chris.
Watch out for those rats.
Watch out for the rats.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
Email us your comments at jamesandsunda@gmail.com.
Hello, welcome back to the show. You know, as you all who watch JLTV, Sunda and I watch JLTV, and we feel very out of place sometimes on this network, don't we? We just feel like our show is just too different than all the other shows.
It's just too different, and I want to fit in.
We want to fit in, so we decided that we would go back to our archives and dig up some of our footage from our show from the 1950s.
Right.
So that we could compete with some of the other shows on the network, such as Jack Benny.
Right,
and
so this
on.
is one of the shows, because I already have a cigarette in my hand.
Come with us now on the James and Sunda Time Machine.
Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. I jump in my Edsel.
I know the price of gas, 23 cents a gallon. Can you believe
23
it?
cents a gallon. I was miserable.
Oh my God.
And now they have this new show out that's unbelievable.
What's that?
Well, it's crazy because who's going to have a Spanish husband and a white woman together?
That's funny. That's funny. There's
it
no
will never
such thing.
happen. Never happen. It's not a cartoon. It's called I Love Lucy, and she's white, he's Spanish, and that's not going to happen because you know that the Spanish people work for the white people.
Well, it's a
so
TV
that's not
show.
gonna work.
It will never happen.
It'll
in
never
real life.
happen.
It's just
no.
comedy.
It's just
obviously.
comedy. And so I ran into Jack Benny the other day.
How's he doing?
He
looks great. the black guy on that show, Rochester, black people are funny.
Oh my God.
I mean, that guy is funny.
No, the colored people are funny.
Colored people,
That's
yes,
right,
they
colored
are
people.
really
That you're
funny.
showing your true age.
Am I?
Yes, yes. But you know what's even better? I was thinking that
You should.
I really
Absolutely should. That's a great
And you know
idea.
why? Because I've been selling Avon products.
Have you?
Yes, and Avon is really a great product. I just ring, who is it? I'm like, Avon calling, and they love it. They love what I do.
Are they as good as these Camel cigarettes, which you know doctors say Camel cigarettes
Oh yeah,
are
9
the-
out of
are
10
the safest.
doctors do recommend Camel cigarettes.
Safest cigarettes.
I mean, like, mine's out, let me see.
So, you know, we had a big election this year. The Republicans have taken over the White House and the Congress. Eisenhower, and I got to tell you, this Richard Nixon, he's going to be president. He's a good guy.
He's a good guy. He's a great guy.
Honest guy.
Nixon is like one of the most honest guys you're. We should get him on the show.
He's
because
tremendous.
He, not only is he tremendous, but you just don't find this kind of sincerity, genuine. And his
Heart of
wife is just like America's sweetheart. Okay, she's somebody that I would want to be. She appeals to me.
Speaking of wives, have you gotten one of these microwaves? I saw one the other day. I put stuff in it. I just stood in front of it for hours, watching the food go around and just watching it all night long.
Well,
It's
I mean,
incredible.
it's incredible, but I just don't have enough space because I need the counter for it.
Oh,
You understand
you
what
gotta
I'm saying?
get-
My Frigidaire, can we talk about my Frigidaire?
Talk about it.
Well, I like Frigidaire because it has the greatest ice cube trays you're ever going to find, okay? And I mean, like, usually if your hand is wet and it sticks on the ice cube tray, like, you're like, oh my God, a piece of skin is off. This one is just like, phew, and you have a whole thing full of cubes, and it's just great.
Wow.
And it shakes out. And I got it in avocado green. Yes, green. And so now what I'm trying to do, besides Avon, I'm trying to sell Amway. I mean, I've just been very busy because, yeah, I'm a housewife. You think I care? I'm trying to make a living from home. And what I do is I get all my girlfriends together and we have a Tupperware party. And it's so much fun, these Tupperware parties.
That sounds nice.
Oh, it is, because you know what we do? We go around and I have a surprise bag and everyone closes their eyes, thing out.
What an amazing idea.
Well, Tupperware.
That's going to stick around for a long time.
Tupperware and Melmac are brands right now because look, you drop it and it doesn't break. Melmac, it's the best thing ever made for housewives because we have it really hard. I mean, it's just not that easy. Of course. Easy. And that's why I always use Palmolive when I wash dishes because that's how my hands look this good. Because I use Palmolive. In fact, you're soaking in it. When I finish with my sink, I like to have it clean, and what I do is I like to use Ajax. You know why? Because I like that. You know, I like that. I mean, I like that.
You know, you're doing what you should be doing. You're spending a lot of time at home. You're in the kitchen. You're really a great example for women all over the world.
And let me just give you women one hint. You don't have to cook like that. That's why Swanson's makes a TV dinner. That's right. I just put the whole thing in. It has a little cover on it. I perforate it. That means poke a few holes. And then Salisbury steak, cobbler, and you have your vegetables, which is great.
It's so good that you're telling us because there are so many, and this is going to cut their dinner making time.
Not only will it cut their dinner making time, I've been so tired of hanging out my clothes on the clothesline and getting splinters from clothespins. I now use the plastic clothespins, and I'm much happier, I have to tell you.
Plastic is really one of the great of all time.
I know, I'm really into it. It's just going to change everything.
It's great for society, it's great for the world.
Yes, and you know what I really like too?
What's that?
I've been getting to look at commercials, and in between washing dishes, I'm beginning to get favorite commercials, like, you can trust your car to big Texaco star.
You want me to light that up? Yeah. I don't know if we should.
Well, 9 out of 10. Marilyn Monroe is just one of my favorite people. She's one of my favorite people, next to Pearl Bailey. Yeah, I love Pearl Bailey.
Yes.
Hello, Dolly. I love it,
Yeah.
because I finally have a colored person that represents who I am. It's like really hard. All is who? Rochester and Jemima. But at least I have Pearl Bailey, and that's what I like.
But it's good to see people like Rochester and Aunt Jemima. I think they set a really nice example for colored people all over America.
Well, it's true because we may be able to get work on television. It's really hard when you're colored like me, trying to get a job, or even just trying to go shopping. It's always like somebody's following us when we're going shopping at the A&P, Yeah. And I like to go to the A&P because I can grind my own 8 o'clock coffee, and it's just good. I go there with the grinder, and it's just one of the best things I can do, but they're always behind me and they're asking me, what am I doing here and who do I work for? And, they don't even know I work for you.
Well, it's true. It's weird that I would have a show. It's Paris and his girl show.
Right. I'm
my girl, Sunda. And we're going to take a break, but we have a very special guest. Bill Cummings is here from the Bill Cummings Show.
Oh, my God. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
And he's a friend of Jack Parr. I'm not supposed to talk about that.
We're not supposed to talk about that.
I'm always telling somebody's business.
So why don't you prepare something for us to eat while we're talking to him? And
I will.
We're going to take a break. We'll be right back with Bill Cummings.
Wait, there's a streak on that window.
She's going to clean the windows. I'm going to sit here and enjoy a Camel cigarette. We'll be right back.
Follow us on Twitter @James and Sunda.
Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. It is now time for a brand new segment on the show, and this is called Sunda Decompresses. Okay? She's chanting. Sunda, there's a lot of drama, there's a lot of distress, and I think every once in a while you need to decompress.
I do.
No,
I do.
You need to decompress. Our executive producers, they gave me a lot of notes about you, okay? They were afraid to give them to you.
Why be afraid of me? I'm the easiest person if you tell me which camera to look into.
We'll tell you, look into that camera. And just don't get riled up.
You know what it is?
Decompress.
You know what it is? It's really hard to. I don't want to inhale. I might catch the flu from you because you are a carrier.
See, you're getting all compressed.
Because he steps on my lines and he can't stop it. He can't help himself. He thinks I need to decompress. And my husband told me the other day, You probably have ulcers because you're angry all the time.
First of all, when Sunda's decompressing, this is a good time for everybody to decompress, okay?
Right.
So why don't you all at home decompress along with Sunda. Now your husband could decompress as well. He could take a moment. But this is for you to decompress, okay? So you're not feeling well, right?
Nobody's feeling well.
And it's been great working with you.
Why, are you going to die?
I'm not going to die.
I'm not going to die.
You're not
I'm not going.
Die.
I'm on it right now. Let me tell you something.
Yeah?
I felt something that wasn't right, and me and my friend Wanda, you know what we call it? New pain. When you have a new pain, you're like, what's that? What's that? And I tell my husband I have this pain, and he tells me, I get it all the time. There's no way.
Too?
And of course, if I have it, he has it. You know that. I have cramps, he has cramps, the same thing. So this time was very different. It was very different.
Very different pain.
Very different pain.
Very
because
different.
I had to jump from the dental chair.
She jumped.
No, I called you first.
She called me first, and
I
then
called
jumped.
the car service.
And I said,
and
don't
then went
jump.
right to the doctor.
I said, Sunda,
this is what he does.
Jump.
You wonder why I can't decompress. The kid can't stop talking. He needs the attention.
I can't stop talking. You never stop talking.
Who had the last word?
On what?
There you go.
Please, back to your story. Decompress.
I'm not doing it because, you can't stop. I'm trying to tell a story.
Tell a
Because people
story.
want to know what's going on.
They do.
I've got to
Please.
cancel Shabbat dinner tonight that people think that we're all coming to, by the way. I can't go because I've got this pain. And then I found out that I have very high calcium, which I thought calcium was good for you, but obviously it's not. And tell them why.
Now I can talk.
Yeah.
Okay. What am I doing now?
You're telling them why a high calcium count is
Which
bad.
camera am I looking at? Okay. A high calcium count is very bad because if your calcium increases, you can start acting like this. And if you start acting like this, get to a doctor immediately. If you're having Sunda-like symptoms, okay? If you are having Sunda-like symptoms, call 911, go immediately to the doctor. The symptoms don't have to last for 4 hours. If they last for 4 seconds, you got to get to a doctor.
Well, one of the symptoms did say cranky, not able to sleep, not able to focus, and forgetting.
Okay, those are Sunda-like symptoms right there. Those are some of the many Sunda-like symptoms.
That just happened recently that I said to James. I even called our executive producer, Sukaz. I said, you're not going to believe this. I was talking to someone and completely forgot her name. Completely.
You seem like you're decompressing, by the way. I think this is a very good segment for you.
Everybody.
Do
you have the flu, Paul? Do you have the flu?
Do you have the flu?
No.
What is the cough about? Smoking?
Yeah.
Lung cancer?
Yeah.
All right, don't say that.
Well, then what is it? Emphysema.
The C word is no longer allowed in the studio.
Okay.
Remember?
Sorry.
We're putting it out. Sorry, Grace, we're sorry. We're not like this.
Okay.
Grace said, oh, I thought this wasn't. We are.
Grace told me I needed to lose 10 pounds.
Oh, she's Asian.
What do you mean
They're
by
very
that?
much into being fit.
You're right.
She introduced me to this new friend of hers, Andy. Have
Andy.
you seen this?
I've seen Andy.
Andy's very organized. He wants to get it done. He wants to do it now, and I'm not ready for that. And our personalities are like, wow, but we got it done.
We got it done.
got
Andy's
it
taking
done.
pictures of me. For whatever reason, his camera ants 20 pounds.
Okay,
I'm gonna
that's
tell you
what
that
it
right
is.
now.
That's what
okay?
it is.
Should make a
But I've
camera.
gotta tell you
think
something.
the Asians would have made a camera that takes away 10 pounds.
I want to tell you something. I want to be around Asians because they get stuff done. Okay.
They do.
They get it done. They're efficient. And recently, I just got a complaint about one of our videos here at James and Sunda.
Really? On JLTV?
Yes, on JLTV. I got a complaint from a mom personally in my face, and she said, "Why do you make fun of the Persians in the California Jews parody?" And we don't even use the word. We don't even mention it. That's how narcissistic can you be?
What are they hearing?
I have no idea. She goes, "No, you said that we shop and return everything." And
We said
first of all,
California Jews shop and return everything.
I know that, but she started with me. It was a bad time because it was during a mother's meeting kind of thing. And it was not a good time for me to be getting that because I have this condition that's happening that's making me cranky, and I just want to knock her eyebrow off.
Okay.
I just want to knock her eyebrow right off because if you don't like it, get off my Facebook page. You hear me? If you are watching, Mom, get off my Facebook page.
Decompress.
No, I'm not going to decompress.
Decompress.
Because you know what happens?
Can we dim the lights?
Stop it.
Can we dim the lights?
I want to say something. I want to say something.
Can we light a candle?
I want to say to these mothers that are making comments, like this one mom said, I was on your Facebook page for 4 hours. What's 4 hours to be on a Facebook page? Now she knows who's in the projects, who's out of jail, who from Paterson stabbed somebody, and I'm glad and thankful for it.
If you go to Sunda's Facebook page, you're going to find out who's out of jail, who stabbed somebody, and who's got a gun. This isn't good. You got to decompress, okay?
That's my family in Florida, and leave them alone.
That's your family in Florida.
That's different. That's a different side.
Just everybody take a minute.
But this is boring. You're boring me.
Okay.
All right?
Okay, this is boring her. She's getting very agitated.
I'm agitated because that green is matching your skin right now.
Is
That's
it
what
really?
it is, because you caught the flu.
I caught the flu.
Yes, that's right. That's right. That could be the worst thing that could happen. Look at...
Uh-oh, you okay?
No.
See? God is intervening right now.
No,
he
he's
doesn't
not.
like the way you're treating me.
I treat you very nicely. You come over, you harass me, you treat me terribly. Like right now I'm on the spot in front of like all these strangers.
We're trying to get you calm.
I'm calm, James. It's you that doesn't know how to communicate. Why didn't you?
I don't know how to communicate.
If you thought that I was being aggressive, why?
I thought you were great. I loved
so was
everything
the
you
producers.
did.
They're after me again.
The
producers are always after
They
me,
have
okay?
different goals than we have.
I was lying on
okay?
the floor of my apartment, and Sue Katz came in and dragged me by the boot and said, "Come on, you look good," and dragged me out. And then Ray Bruni, who I love dearly, I was bent over with abdominal pains, and he goes, "That's going to be a great shot." And this is what I'm talking about. These are the kind of people I work for. They make me think I can do it. They have that Girl Scout, Boy Scout mentality. Yes, we can. On my honor, I will try to do my duty to JLTV and my country and to help James Harris at all times to obey the Girl Scout laws. That's what I wanted to say.
Okay, that's all you wanted to say? Anything else?
Were you ever a Boy Scout?
Never.
Why?
Because I don't like ropes. Okay.
You didn't say that last night.
There's a lot of knot tying, right? I don't like uniforms. I don't like.
Dude, I'm black. I don't like ropes either. Next.
Okay.
Keep going.
All right. There's a lot of things about the Boy Scouts that are just not for me. I like camping. I can't go camping.
Okay, I want to know. Did they?
I'm not sleeping outside.
Why?
Ever.
Okay, listen.
For them, Jay.
It's for them, right?
Right, it's for them.
Boy
There you
Scouts
go.
is for them.
Right, Boy Scouts is for them.
Exactly.
But here's my question. They have an easy bake oven now that is now not pink, but now they have one that boys can use. I know, we're going to wrap it up. But why didn't they have Boy Scout cookies? That's all I want to know, is what would Boy Scout cookies taste like?
We're going to take a break. We're going to go to commercial, and when we come
I have
back,
nothing for you people.
She's okay.
I don't
She's
feel well.
Okay. She's
Ray's
okay.
telling me I look great, and Sue Katz pulled me by my boot this morning.
What you're seeing is really happening. You don't got to call your own doctor at home and think that you're seeing something crazy, yes?
Right, this
What?
is true. This is happening live here on James and Sunda, and we've never been more uncomfortable, and I've never wished before that I could punch you right in those glasses.
You really feel that? You want to
No, no, I don't want to hit you. I would never want to hit you.
Do you feel decompressed?
James, we'll be right back.
Okay, we'll be right back. Well, how are you feeling, Sunda?
I'm feeling okay.
You sure?
Well, we'll talk about that later because it was certainly an experience this morning getting out of the house. But I just wanted to say that you guys are the reason that we're doing this segment again.
What segment?
The segment where you guys keep calling us and
You're dead to me, Sunda. You're dead
I
to me.
know
It's
that.
okay. It's okay.
James, you didn't let me finish.
I know. I didn't let you finish. I know. It's okay. Confusion sets in. Fatigue, forgetfulness. It's all on the Google.
Listen, I was going to say to our delightful fans, our faithful
What
fans.
is wrong with your wrist?
My hand hurts so bad.
Okay, it's okay. Everybody,
please
it's
stop.
okay. She's gonna be okay. Don't panic. It's time for Your Dead to Me.
It's time for. Let me
She's
tell
okay.
you. Let me just say this. We would not be doing this segment again if it wasn't for our viewers requesting to now send us voicemails about their stories about Dead to Me.
Once we set up the voicemail for everybody's business, people started leaving voicemails about You're Dead to Me as well. So let's hear
But how
a
are the
couple.
kids hearing it?
We have a lot of children who watch the show, by
Right,
the way.
so
Our
be
show,
careful what you leave.
Our show, we have children, and then we have a lot of people who,
What's the matter? You have a little memory problem?
a little memory problem.
Hello there.
I was going to say who aren't well. Okay, here we go.
For years and years, my friends have been telling me, my sister, my parents, everybody's been telling me that my boyfriend's been cheating on me. I didn't believe anybody. I didn't want to hear it. One night, my sister hooks up with my boyfriend at a bar, dressed up as somebody else, looks like a total stranger, takes him back to a hotel, has sex with him, takes pictures, shows me all the evidence. I see it. I flip out. How could she do this to me? How could she embarrass me? She's dead to me. He's dead to me. It's over.
No good deed.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? No
Whoa,
good deed.
wait a minute.
Wait a what?
I think that her sister really made a sacrifice.
The sister was doing a mitzvah.
Doing a favor.
A favor, okay.
Yeah.
Was doing
She don't sound like she was doing a mitzvah. She getting ready to hurt somebody, okay? Wow, that's incredible.
That's terrible.
They're dead to me, too, those two.
Look, she needed to prove that the guy was doing it, and she took extraordinary measures. All right.
Well, we don't know what the measurements were.
We don't know what the measurements were. You're right. Here's another one.
I was going on a field trip one day, and we got on the bus. So on the bus, I was sleeping, and I had a dream. And so when I woke up, I told my best friend, because I thought she can keep a secret, the dream. So then what she did when we got off the bus and got there, all my friends were off, and she told every single last person on that bus, and the other bus, and the other bus, and that thing went spreading around, and then everyone told me, and I'm like, that's so and then in my head, I'm like, that's so embarrassing. She's so dead to me.
Well.
I can imagine what kind of dream that was.
What?
It had to be Bieber fever, baby.
You think that's what it was? She was having a Bieber dream?
Oh, my head. It had to be something personal.
My dreams about Justin are nightmares.
Why? Because he's sicker than you?
Is he sicker than me?
He ain't sicker than me.
He ain't sicker than you? No. It's going to be tough to beat Sunda this season in the Outsick game. You are definitely winning.
Well, I don't want to talk about Outsick. I want to hear about dead to me stories.
We have one more. We have one more, and I think it's this one.
I'm at a sleepover. I'm having the best time of my life with my girlfriends, but out of nowhere, we just played Truth or Dare. And my friend asked me for truth who I had a crush on. I told her who I had a crush on, and the next day, she told my crush that I had a crush on him. I'm like, she's so dead to me.
I think too many kids. Listen, children who are watching the show, and we know that this is a kid-friendly show, and it's okay to call in those numbers if you ask your mom.
You know, when you think about it, dead to me, out sick, maybe we're sending the wrong message.
We're sending the wrong message to kids.
Maybe we're sending the wrong message.
We love kids here, and we're going to start that Kids Corner soon.
We're going to start. Maybe we need to change the show a little bit to be more sort of pro-social. You know what I mean? Like happy things and friendly things.
But you know what? Kids have these problems too.
Things.
Listen, kids have these problems too. There's a bullying thing going on. Who knows? Maybe that kid is dead to her.
Maybe, but should a child be leaving a message saying that someone's dead to them?
Maybe they need somebody to talk to. Maybe they shouldn't be watching our
They
footage.
need somebody to talk to, and so they're talking to us.
They're talking to us.
We're
they're
like,
talking to us.
If
We're
you
like
need someone to talk to,
psychologists.
email us, tweet us, contact us. We're there for you, for all of you.
For all of you, except
week
for me.
After week.
Because if he's busy writing a dissertation, he'll never, ever talk to me.
You had a dissertation for quite some time.
You have been. It has been. Yeah, wow. This has been a great segment.
It has
I feel
been.
very depressed that these children have... never mind the sister and the
And
sister
you like
action.
children, too.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say... I like kids. You know, I like working with kids when other people are teaching. It's just one of those things, because when you have kids, other people's kids are easier.
Well, we want to wish all of you out there to get well soon, and all of the children watching, do your homework, and that's really all.
And call us. When your mom's not watching, just call us,
And tell us who's dead to you.
And tell us who's dead to
We'll
you.
play it
Thank
on the
you.
air.
We'll play it on the air.
All right, we'll see you next week. Have a good night.